Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today on this live stream, I am going to be painting this 5-inch canvas. I've got a brand new color shift gold thanks to one of our channel members, and I am dying to use it. If you're watching this video on the replay, I have put chapters in here so that you can skip through all of the chat that we're going to be doing right here in the live video. And that way you can just skip ahead and you can go on with a tutorial. I am going to wait just a few moments to start and let everybody kind of fill in. And it looks like I'm getting some sort of ad. Anyway, I want you guys to say hi as you join the live stream. And like I said, if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and look at the chapters. I'll put them in when this is over, so you can skip all of this if you want to get just right into it. While I wait for everyone to fill in and get started, I am going to say that it is 5 inches by 5 inches. I've given it 2 coats of black base paint, just the DecoArt black lamp, and it's been drying for quite a long time. I paint a whole bunch of these in advance, and then they're ready to go whenever I'm ready to go. Let me check out who is in the room. Hey, Margaret. I see Diane C. and Joyce and Debbie. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so glad to see you all here. If you're joining, say hi. Let me know who's in the room. Oh, I'm so excited to see y'all here. While we're waiting on everyone, I'm going to go ahead and start my guidelines on here. First things first, I'm just going to find the center. Easy enough. We can do that. I think I can do that and talk at the same time. Does everything sound okay to y'all? Is there anything I need to adjust? Let me know. I'm going to see if I can get a little bit better at these live streams every time we do them. And I'm hoping if I move on or move along a little bit quicker, these will be really good tutorials to follow along with even after the live stream. All right, I think I got pretty close there. Corner to corner, found my center. I'm a little bit shaky and not because I've had caffeine or even because I'm nervous of the live stream. I was uploading Sunday's video and there was a problem with it and I got so frazzled and now I'm trying to calm down. So you guys bear with me. I want everything to go so well and I get a little frazzled, but I'll chill out soon. Oh my goodness. Vicky, hi. I see Kate. I see you again. Grin the daughter. That's a new one. Hi, Grin. Oh, happy Friday. Y'all, I am so excited it is Friday. This is my daughter's first week back to school, and it is coming to an end, so we are happy to see the weekend. I see Lay. Hi, Lay. Hi, Steffi. I hope you're finding your way around as our newest channel member. She joined on our last live stream. That was so exciting. Hi, Mom. I see you there. Y'all, I'm going to get out my new 2 DIY stencil. The link for this is down below. And I'm going to line it up. This is the 5-inch. There's 3 in that packet. This is the middle size. It is a 5-inch, and I am lining this line up with my X. That way, just so my guidelines here, I don't have to do those again. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start doing these. I have a whole video on how to do this if you're interested. I'll leave it linked down below too. I'm just going to fill in all of these marks and get these guidelines on here. I feel like that'll give everybody just a few minutes to start. I am going to be choosing the 16 segments. So I'm marking all of the blue dots. Hopefully these will come out pretty good. I can't put my head directly over to make sure I'm doing these guidelines right, so they might be just a little bit off, but that's okay. I feel like you guys are more important than perfect guidelines. Y'all know nothing I do is ever perfect. That's okay. It always turns into art. I am so excited to be. Are y'all so proud of me that I'm doing another live stream already? I told you I was going to start doing them. And then it's like I never did. So I'm on it. All right. Let me go ahead and make all of these lines. When I'm done marking these lines, yeah, I can already tell I've done this a little off. It's okay. When I'm done making these lines, I will check in on the chat and see what you guys are saying. You guys don't forget to hit the like button. I mean, if you like it. If you don't like it, don't hit it for sure. But the reason why is it really, really helps. Basically, it sends a little signal to YouTube that we're having a lot of fun in here. And if it looks like a lot of fun, I think they're going to send it out to show even more and more people. And I would love to fill up this chat room or live video. I'm not quite sure what the proper way to say that is. Oh, I love all these segments. Oh, that looks good. I'm still just a little bit shaky. That might be a good thing. I might be able to show y'all what I do when my hands are shaking. I think we all have that problem from time to time, whether it be nerves or caffeine or just natural. I know it seems like the older I get, the shakier I get. But I am really, really, I got so frazzled today with that up. I was uploading, and in the background of uploading, I put some music in there and it was copyright claimed. And I thought, oh, no, no, no. Oops. I pay pretty well to have those songs. Anyway, before I hit the button here today, it did get resolved, but I am still a little bit shaky. Always makes me feel like I did something wrong, even though I know I didn't. Do you guys get like that? I don't know, sometimes I do. I just want to be on the up and up. I am almost there. I didn't put in the last line because I thought, why? That is good enough for me. I love these guidelines so much, you guys. Remember the last ones only had just a few rings on them, and with when I'm using doodles and things like that, I really do use these guidelines to stay on course. So this was a huge bonus for me, and I think I've been using the other ones for like 3 years. I was due up to get some new ones. So I'm super excited about using these. I hope you guys go and download them. That helps me, and I'm hoping it'll help you too. Let me put that to the side. We'll get my desk ready here. Everything where I want it. Oh, let me check in on the chat. Like I said, if you're watching this on the replay, I'm going to put chapters down here so that you can skip over some of the parts where I'm reading chat and answering questions, or you can watch it all the way through and you might pick up on a tip or two. Yes, Patty said don't forget to hit the thumbs up. That really, really helps me. Thank you for saying so, Patty. Oh my goodness. Let's see what all I'm missing. Grin green. I can see that happening. Oh my goodness, Carrie, hello from Australia. Well, hello from Arkansas. I'm so happy you're here. Is that not cool, y'all? We can connect from so far away. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm so frustrated with it sometimes too. But you guys must be the medicine. I'm already starting to chill out a little bit. And I'm so excited. I saw somebody say, "Hey, Asia." I must have missed either I missed Asia or you're from Asia. Steffi. First of Whimsy. Hi, how are you doing? I'm so excited you're here. Okay, you guys, I've got to show you. I don't know if Kathy is in here, one of our channel members, Kathy Simmons. She sent me a box, and I went and picked it up yesterday. And let me show you what was in this box. I'll give you a quick, I swear, she's turned into my fairy art mother. Hold on. I don't know if it'll show in there, but I'm gonna try. Look at this box. It is just chock about full of paints, and I mean, the one thing that was in here, and I don't think we'll use it today, but look. She found 4 bottles of the glitter, the crystal ball that I used, and she sent it all to me. So I was so excited. DecoArt, I don't know what they're thinking right now. They are not selling it anymore, y'all. I am just tripping. Anyway, also inside that box was Folk Art's brand new gold flash. I was so excited about this, you guys. I've already linked this down below because I know I know that I knew I was going to use it. When I saw this, there's some more of these in there too. But this is what I'm going to use today, and I am so excited. Oh my goodness. I know. That that crystal ball. The only problem with the crystal ball, I did that once before. I went and bought a whole bunch of it, and I've got to figure out how to like liquefy it. Like if my flow aid will do it because it tends to get thick after it sits a while. But today, I want to use this gold flash. I am going to start off. If you were here for the last live stream, we used the antique silver. And since you guys came, check it out. This is the finished product. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love it. So this was black flash and the new antique silver. I'm so excited to use these. I'm gonna go ahead and open this one up. I'm so excited about all of these paints. You guys, I was so surprised when I opened that box. I wonder if I need to shake it. I probably do. I haven't shaken any of these paints yet. Ooh, this looks like it's going to shift to, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm trying to maybe a rose gold, a reddish color, a pinkish color. Oh, that's neat. I hate to shake it. I should shaking it earlier. All right. I'll put one of those little, yeah, let me do that. Well, I'll do it later. I'll put one of those little metal balls in it. Oh my gosh. Ah. Okay, that might be just magical. Oh my gosh. Can you guys see that good? Let me see if I hold that up. Look at that. It is so beautiful. Oh, I'm a sucker for gold anything, aren't I? Let me zoom you guys in just a little bit so that you can see, hopefully, a little bit better. We'll see how this works out. If I need to move it, you guys let me know. It's kind of an, yeah. Let me see here. Steffi, you do need to go find it. It is so cool. You can't find the holographic paint in Canada? Oh, from DecoArt. Yeah, you can get it, but I think that the shipping is pretty high. I never know what's going on with shipping these days. But check out well, there's still plenty of those holographic glitters, just not my favorite. Okay. Now I'm going to try to put a center dot on here with this gold flash. And I want to try to do, I love a big dot in the middle. I want to see if I can use this 15. Yeah, that looks like it'll fit in that center. And this is the first time I've used my new 2 DIY stencil, the 5-inch. So I'm kind of excited about that to see how this works out for a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. I'm not going to put any flow aid. Normally with these paints, I add just a little bit of flow aid because they're pretty stringy. And this one is too. But, oh my goodness, you guys, this is so pretty. It's weird. It's like once you start stirring it, the gold kind of, I don't know, it's a strange mix. All right, let's see if we can just put a big dot in the middle with the 15.5. Give me just 1 second. That box of paint is sitting in front of what I need to reach here. There we go. I'm trying to put those little tool badges here for the people that are watching it on the replay, that this turns into, boy, that is awful stringy. Do y'all see that? Um, so that it'll be like one of my normal tutorials that I edit. I know you guys probably can't see this very good. See how I'm shaking? I'm going in circles. I'm trying to make sure that I'm working out any of those little bubbles inside of there. We're going to have to grab just a little bit more, swirl it around until, there we go. You see that? Gosh, this is going to be beautiful, you guys. I'm going to turn it just a little bit, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to I'm going like left to right, up and down. I'm just shaking it. Now I'm kind of going in a circle. I have found out that when I do this, I'm not pressing on the canvas yet. I'm just making sure I get out all of those bubbles, and I'm filling in the circle of the guidelines here. And now I'm going to squish. I'm pretty confident. Oh, there's still a little bubble in there. I saw it. It peeked out. See it over here, right here? There's a little bubble, so I'm going to stop and see if I can't find it. I know it's in there. I'm getting the hang of some of these things like this. I don't really want to touch it, but I see that it's off a little bit, and I want to fill in that whole circle there. So what I'm doing is I'm rinsing off my dotting tool, and I'm going to go into the paint again. I'm pretty sure I had a bubble in the paint on the dotting tool. So when you go in, I don't know if this makes sense or not, but when I go into the paint on these bigger dots, I'm just kind of going left to right. Now I'm exaggerating. I'm going left to right and circling in, and I'm just getting in there, trying to make it evenly. And I don't know why. Once you're in there, if you just kind of shake it around a little bit, I've been having so much better luck with not getting bubbles in the paint. And I'm turning it over, and look, I can kind of see a bubble in there, but it's not really big, so I'm not too concerned with it. Let me see if I can fill in this whole big circle. Oh, this paint. Oh, I want to look at the camera and see if you guys are seeing the same color I am. That looks pretty good. I'm going to see if I can squish it over that way just a little bit. Y'all, we're having a whole production of the center dot here, aren't we? Yeah. This is going to be the same as the one yesterday. It's really going to need a little bit of flow aid to it. I hate that in a way because the flow aid, if I put flow aid in it right now, the only reason I would be doing that would be so that it would flow better over this base paint and over these guidelines. But it wouldn't be because of like fine lines. I love the consistency of this paint for fine lines. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense because it is thick and gooey. This is my fine liner. I don't have anything on it except for I dipped it in the water and then wiped it off. I'm going to see if I can't just do this myself without, which is probably not the best idea since I'm a little shaky. But we'll give it a try and see if I can just kind of, yeah. If it was really messy, 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 I would probably just wipe off the dot and go again. I think we did that in the last video, but that's fun. Let me check y'all's comments while I rinse my paintbrush off. Let me see. Which flow aid is your favorite? Steffi, I use Liquitex flow aid. I use Liquitex for the flow aid additive, the slow dry additive, and their slow dry medium. Honestly, I think almost all of the products, like the paint additives that I use, are Liquitex. Honestly, and the only reason why I have for that, I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. It was just when I was researching, it's what I found, it's what I tried, and it works so well. and I got the hang of it, and now this little bottle, if you see anything on my channel, it's gonna be this bottle. It is my favorite. I love this stuff, and mostly because you buy a little bottle and you mix it with water and then you use it. So a little bit goes a long, 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 long way. That is so pretty. Can you guys see that color? It really isn't. I'm looking on the camera and it's really not showing y'all what I'm seeing. It really is flashing to almost a red color. That is so cool. All right, let me see. All right, I want to go ahead and try this out with my fine liner. So I'm going to get my watercolor pencil back out, and I want to make just a few doodles on here. Let me see. I don't know. You guys want me to do some of those swirls, or do you want me to do something weird or petals? Go ahead and comment what you would like to see. I love seeing you guys all in here. There's quite a few people in here. At the very top of my chat, I can see that there's 20 people in here right now. It doesn't quite tell me who. You have to say hi or let me see. Debbie says do something weird. All right, Debbie, you're the first comment. Let's do something weird. Um, let me see. I think I'm gonna come all the way down to this third ring, and I'll start out right in the center of that block. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit. I see you, Steffi. You said petals too. Well, let me see. Maybe we can do a weird petal. Start in the middle, and I'm gonna kind of aim straight down. I have no idea what I'm doing, y'all. I'm literally just using my guidelines to make something. I'm going around, and then I think I'll come back up. Okay, I ended up making an S. Not sure what that'll do. Let's just go with it and see. I'm going to go to the middle of the square, aiming down, and all the way to that line. Woo, that's going to be, I don't know if I can do, I think that's going to get in the way. So we'll have to skip a line, which is fine. Let me erase that one. I've just got water on a Q-tip cotton swab. This side's dry, just so it dries faster. The impatience is real. Okay, so I'm going to skip one. We'll start in the middle, head down and around. And now I'm going up. I'm looking at that little space in between the S and that, and I'm going to try to imitate it here. It won't be perfect, but it keeps me a little on track. Better than if I wasn't using them. Now go, oh, well, I broke my pencil. That's okay. Yeah. Okay. We just keep going around. I'm going to kind of go a little bit faster. If it doesn't work out, well, I'll fix it. This is kind of fun. I would have never dreamed about drawing doodles and doing all this with you guys watching. I really thought I would be nervous. Like, what if I messed up really bad and then I couldn't edit it out? Or what if I said something stupid and couldn't edit it out? I do that with editing, so. Down, up. It seems like the more of these I do, the better, the faster I get at it. Like, it's like, oh, okay, I get it now. And then by the time I'm finished, I've got a really good flow going. And I'm like, darn it. All right. Last one. I know, Debbie, S's aren't that weird, aren't they? But we're not done. Okay. Actually, it looks pretty cool. Now, but it is kind of an S for Steffi. Okay, let me see. What if So now I'm just kind of looking at that and I'm thinking, what if we took this S and connected it to this S? I'm going right through the middle. Oh, that's going to be neat. Why not? I don't know. We'll see what it looks like when I'm done. So basically, I went around here and I aimed right for the middle of these two rings. I aimed right for the middle and then I headed for that. So I went around, I aimed right for the middle, and then up to the next. Okay, that's going to be cool. You guys, you gotta get in on this. This is fun. Okay, this is going to be neat. Oh, I'm so glad. I could just see me trying to do a live and then making like the worst design. That one was a little bit low. I see it. I'm going to be like, whatever. We'll pretend it didn't happen. Oh, look at this, you guys. Isn't this neat? I hope you guys still get excited when you do stuff like this. I sure do. I don't know why. I don't know why this hobby never got old to me. I was that person that would do a hobby for usually about 3 months or so, and then I was done. This one's not a smooth line, so I'll figure that out with the paintbrush. That looks really cool. What do you guys think? Awesome. Hey, Amy. I'm so happy to see you. I'm so glad you like the doodle. Oh my goodness, you guys, there's so many of y'all in here. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. This is so great. Hi, Juliana. Is it Juliana or is it Juliana? As I'm here in the South and we like to say Juliana, but I think Juliana sounds so pro. Oh, I mean like professional. All right, I'm going to get out my fine liner. I'm going to keep on with this gold until I don't. I may do the whole thing in the gold again. That was so much fun. Oh, wait, just 1 second. Oh, no, that's right. Did you see what that did? Now we have, like, this is all one line. This is going to be so great. Let me zoom in just a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to bring this camera, if it's going to make you dizzy, kind of look away for a second. I'm going to bring the camera down just a little bit to an angle so that you can see. I'm trying to get it up. I'm hoping my hand won't be in the way that way. I want to put it just a little further. There we go. All right, I'm getting my paintbrush good and in the paint. Now remember, I didn't put any additives in this paint. Like I did not use the Flow Aid. Not saying I might. I'm just going to start anywhere. And I'm going to go with, oh my gosh, this paint is so pretty. It will actually go a lot faster if I add that Flow Aid to it. So see what happens right now, like I don't have the Flow Aid and I only got from like here to here, but I'm also going to need to do it again because it didn't cover really well. So if I add the Flow Aid to it, it thins the paint out just a little bit and it makes it flow, like it'll go further. You guys, I keep trying to focus the camera and I forget during these live streams it does it for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go 6. I don't know how to explain to you why I picked I don't know how to explain why I picked the dots I do or the drops. I think it's just really because you get used to it. I don't know how to explain it. It's because I played in it just a little bit and I thought, oh, okay, it needs some, it needs a little bit more than I don't know. It's just kind of like how do you know how much mustard to put on your hot dog? You just know what you like. Oh my goodness, you guys are so cool. I keep looking over at the chat. I'm multitasking. Look at me go. Oh, Diane, thank you so much for answering questions for me. It's going through, and then I try to read the comments, but there's some conversations going on within the conversations, and I read it, and I'm just like, I don't know what that means. Thank you so much. You guys helping me out makes, thank you. You're the best. You guys, Diane C. has been a channel member. She was, I want to say you were the second channel member that I ever had, and you're the longest standing channel member that I have. You and Emma K both joined on the exact same day. But if we're going to be technical, you were first. Oh my gosh, this is so good now. Okay, 6 drops was perfect. Oh my gosh. I'm doing pretty good because my hand is actually quite shaky right now. I'm really pressing on the desk. I don't know why, but that seems to make it a little more stable, a little less shaky. But I am pleased and proud to report to you guys, I'm not nervous at all right now. I guess because I feel like I know all of you guys, you know? I don't know. It's like, how do you be nervous around your friends? Oh, I forgot to go back and fix that thin spot, didn't I? There we go. There's just a tiny bit. I'm looking at the camera and it's staying blurry like this, so I'm going to have to back out just a little bit for you guys and then zoom back in. It's what it does is it focuses on my hand instead of the canvas. Let me hold the brush back a little bit further and see if we will work out all these kinks. If I do that, my paint tray's in the way. Let me see if I can move it back a little. Okay. I truly don't remember what I was saying before. I'm so sorry. If it was important, somebody remind me. I think that was one of the fears that I had about doing these live videos is I really do have a major case of ADD and I can be all over the place. I like this doodle. I like it a lot. I think that's pretty cool. The other day I was on the phone talking to, or well, I wasn't talking to anybody. I was on hold with maybe Bill or something. You know how they put you on hold. It's probably the water company. Anyway, I had a little notepad and a pen with me so that I could write down the information that they were going to give me. Oh, it's doing it again. My paintbrush keeps splitting. When it does it again, I'll show you what I mean. I may have to get out another one. I don't know if it's the paint doing it or the brush, but I have somewhere over here, I have another one. We'll see if it's the paint or the brush. But anyway, while I was on the phone and I had this pen and paper, I was doodling on the page because I was bored. And I came up with this really cute little doodle. Like just a little, I was just like swirling or whatever. And I used it. I got a little paint on the canvas somehow. I used it in one of my last videos. I thought that was kind of funny. I was like, there I was on the phone just doodling, and I thought, oh, that looks cool. Now I'm trying to remember what project it was. Oh, it was that silver and gold with the red. There's like this little, it almost looked like a little music note. That was a doodle while I was on hold. Now you guys know. What do you guys think of this so far? while I'm painting this, right, painting these lines in, I'm already thinking, like, what I'm gonna do between the lines and around the lines, and which I'm kind of I actually didn't know I did that so much. You guys have any questions about these fine lines, or am I doing anything that you don't understand? It does have Zentangle vibes. I want to do a Zentangle. Have you guys ever done one of those? I kind of just about did in another video, but like I purposely want to do one. Like sit down, you know, the kind they do with the really nice pen, and then of course I'd have to color it in. That just looks so much fun. I think mine, instead of calling it a Zentangle, I will call it a Zen Doodle. I know I could probably come up with a more professional word than doodle, but I'll probably always say doodle just for my English teacher, who said I would never get anywhere making doodles. She really wanted me to read that book. Okay. We're almost done. Oh, this paint is really cool. I want to say that it's shifting to red. I wonder, is there a way to find out what they meant? Like what it's supposed to be? It does. On the back it says premium metallic acrylic paint that shifts color at various angles. Gold flash shifts to red. Okay. Water-based, indoor, outdoor. I didn't know this was indoor, outdoor paint. It does say let dry 1 hour before, just like regular. Huh. So it is supposed to shift to red. I wasn't sure. I was thinking like a rose gold color. Can you guys see it at all? The shifty? Maybe a little bit. Mm, it is pretty. It is subtle though, but I'm actually okay with that. Huh. Steffi, that's a good idea to do when you're traveling. That would be a good time to do the Zentek. You could do that in a sketchbook. I don't see anything wrong with this paintbrush, but when I use these color shift paints, it's like it's forking, like doing this. I'll keep my eye on it. If it does it again, I'll show y'all. All right, so now I'm looking at this and I want to put some dots in the blank spaces. So I'm going to get out a small dotting tool, maybe 2. And I think that will fit right in here, yeah. I'm going to put the camera back at a little bit of an angle so you guys can see around my hand. Is that in focus to you guys? Let me know, because it looks a little out of focus, but I think it's because the camera is like right in my face. So it may just be because it's so close to me. Now, because my hand is shaky, I'm kind of going over and I'm using this hand to just steady my other one a little bit. Whenever it looks dark in my videos, that's why, because I'm creating a shadow. You watch though, here in a little while, I'll forget that my hand is shaky and then it won't be shaky anymore. I have a feeling this is going to be a really pretty mandala. I'm turning it because I'm having really good luck with dotting far away from myself. I'm trying to be sure I don't smear any of the paint. But it's like I can see from here straight through the center where I'm sitting, And it seems like I'm getting it, I'm getting these dots centered a lot better than like if I was over here, it's a matter of where it's gonna go because so I don't know. It's just working pretty well for me doing it this way lately, which is weird because the whole time I've always dotted right here. That is so pretty. I'm sitting here and it's like jumping off the canvas at me that line. Do you see how it has that little, I don't know, it's not smooth. I'm gonna fix it really quick. It'll make the line just a tiny bit thicker, but that's okay. I don't mind. I could go back with the black paint and maybe I will thin that out a little bit. Eh. All right, onward. Okay, now this is gonna sound maybe weird, maybe not. I'm looking at the spot inside the doodle underneath that dot I just placed, and I'm thinking like a little swoosh would fit right in there. It'll be a tight fit, but I think it will be pretty. So I'm gonna try it. I don't know, that's what came to my brain. All right, I'm gonna pull back out the same fine liner, and I'm just dipping it in the paint. I found this out. Can you guys see my paintbrush over there? I hope so. I have found out instead of just like dipping in the paint, if I scoop away from myself, it will get a whole bunch more on there. Of course, I don't need that much right now, but it seems like I've been doing this more instead of that. It's all my technical terms. All right. I think I'm going to do it from up here. I'm just going to go right up to that dot. I'm going to touch it, press down just a little bit, and then drag it out. I'm headed right for the point of that doodle. I got just a little bit of a jerkiness there, but I'm going to turn it away from my hand. It's just less opportunity for me to smear something. I'm too shaky for this. I want to try this at a different angle. Maybe, I don't know that I can do it this way, but I'll try. So like I was not hitting it right, so I'm going to try it pulling it down instead of that way. Sometimes I'll do this several ways until I find, yeah, this looks like it's going to feel better. Yeah, that's what I meant. So you just put the brush right up to where you want it, press, and drag it down and let go. Like I'm lifting back up and it'll get, smaller and smaller and smaller. The harder you press, the fatter. And, by the end, you should just barely be kissing the canvas. Oh, yeah, this is a much better angle for me. See now how all of a sudden this simple little S or L doodle that we made is starting to look just a little bit more elaborate. But when you break it down, it was much, much more simple. I've got a very narrow spot there, so I'm going to knock a little paint off my brush. I'm going to touch, but that's okay. Oh, this is so much fun. I'm so happy to get to sit down and just paint. Oh, that looks so cool. I think while I've got this out, I'm going to go ahead and do one more. See how this this swoosh goes like that? I think it would be pretty if it had like a counterpart on this side, like the fat end down here, and then it just matches up. But since I was doing this way, I think I'm gonna have to go at it from up there. We'll just try and see what feels right for me. I'm still looking at the screen and I don't like how it's blurring out because of my hand. I'm going to try moving it away where my hand's just on the edge of the screen for you guys, and then bear with me. I do it because I care. Okay, if I do that, maybe it'll stay and get my hand out of the picture. All right, so my idea is to make it look like this swoosh is more like a propeller. I'm going to go right above this guideline. Actually, maybe I'll put quite a bit of paint on here and go from this corner. Nah, I better just stick with my first idea. I'm going to go right above this guideline and press, and then I'm just going to travel with that line. See? Yeah, it worked out pretty good. Right above it, and then I'm just... Is it better now? The camera that I'm watching on it's like the video is lagging, so I'm pretty far behind on it. I'm not sure how to fix that. I about messed that one up. Let me catch up on you guys in your comments too. Oh, thanks, Grin. A bag of micron pins. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. That took me a minute. I get it. Oh, good. Thank you, Debbie. I was hoping so. I can see it on my screen now. It's like this I have over to the left of what you're seeing, I have my iPad, and it's like I'm watching the video just like y'all. But for whatever reason, it's lagged out pretty, not lagged out, but behind. But I can see it now. I'm actually much happier with that too. Okay. It's starting to look like a bunch of ribbon. All right, what if we take the end of this swoosh here and we keep going with it? Do you guys see what I'm doing? Like I made this fine line, and then I made a new line with the swoosh. I want to keep going with that swoosh line, but instead of making a swoosh again, I think I'm going to walk the dots. And I'll have the biggest dot right up against that swoosh to come down. So I think I'll use, how about a 1? And I would think it would need to be bigger, but since this paint is kind of thick, I know it'll be a bigger dot. So now with this, I'm going to come down to the bottom. Let's see how this works out. We can always go bigger. So I'll just go right to the end of this. Well, I got 8 dots in on that one. Do you guys count your dots? I do. I try not to because I'll find like if that was 8, the next one will be 7, and then it'll drive me crazy. So here lately I've been trying not to count them. But a lot of this is going to count or depend on where that swoosh left off, if it's going to be the same or not. This is really pretty. I like this paint. I don't think it's showing on camera very well for y'all. Well, now that I've got it close up, I wonder if I can get it to where it shifts. Maybe just a little. Vicky, that's what I do too. I just kind of, well, that's what I'm trying to do. I see how this one's starting way off. I know I'm going to need a lot more dots. So I'm kind of getting a little extra paint, so maybe it'll last all the way. Ooh, I messed that one up. It was too much, too much. You're doing too much. All right. See if we can, I'm going to turn this out. I dipped it in water and then I dabbed it on my paper towel. And then I turn it just to kind of wipe that off. Now look, you don't have to wipe it all off. It was just a little bit. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to go, I haven't re-dipped or anything. I'll go right back in. All right. Got some more paint. And I just go through the same motions. I think it'll be okay. These live streams, I really, really want to just kind of be my painting sessions. This is what I really would be sitting here like I got a new paint and I want to try it out, and I would sit here and do this, but I didn't have anybody to talk to. If you guys paint this, I would suggest taking this. I forgot to put my tool size there. I would suggest taking this 1 mm and just turning it around and using that 1.5. I think it would have been better. You could get the dots a whole lot more close. Mine are pretty spread out because I could tell right away they weren't going to reach their destination. This paint is pretty stringy still yet, even with that flow aid in it. Oh, that looks good. Hey, there's Puffin stuff. What is up? Oh, did it? Uh, Puffin stuff is saying that she was pretty far away from her screen and it did kind of have a red shift to it. I love it. Oh, there, you can kind of see it now. Look how I'm holding it. I'm trying to stay there. It is a really neat, huh? Do you guys realize that somewhere in the world, someone has a job and it is creating things like this? I mean, how cool is that job, you know? All right, before I get any more tiny little details in here, I think I want to put a good dot inside of here. So I'm kind of looking over at my dotting tools. I think I want it even bigger. I'm trying to see. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so this is a 9. Oh, y'all, that gave me an idea. See, now you guys are going to get inside of my head and how I do these things. If I put this here and then drag it into a big teardrop, maybe into that corner, let's give it a try. Let me get my little tool badges out. I'm not used to doing this part because normally I edit those in. All right. Let's see. Now I am like dipping inside of, can I zoom out and show you guys still? You might see my lap a little bit, but I'm dipping inside of this a lot. Like I'm getting it, I want a lot of paint on this. And I'm probably going to go back and get some more, but we'll see. All right, hold on. Let me set this camera back. I'm trying to do it so super slow because what if I do that? I'm one of those people that when I'm watching anything, it makes me nauseous. And I was that kid that used to ride any roller coaster and nothing ever made me like ill, you know? And now all of a sudden I could take an elevator and be nauseous. I keep saying I'll get over it. I don't know what it is. All right. I want to do this. I'm going to put a little teardrop here, mostly because I want to see what this paint looks like with when we start disturbing it, you know, making lines through it. because folk art has that treasure gold, which if you've watched my channel, you know I love that stuff, but it leaves the marks in it. They're really pronounced. And while that's okay if I'm trying to make a swirl or something inside the dot, I appreciate that. But when I'm doing something like this, I don't really prefer all those lines in it. I don't mind a few. And this looks like it's going to be just fine. Isn't that pretty? I like that. I wish now it was a little closer to that line. So I'm going to kind of make it. I'm going to come around and make it right on in there. I like it. All right, let's get to it. Let's get busy. If you guys are just joining, tell me hi so I know you're in here. And don't forget to hit the like button if you like um, these live videos. Let me know. I have a feeling I'm trying to. Oh, this is so pretty. I don't mind the lines in this one. It's not as pronounced as it is with the treasure gold. You guys, I think folk art has outdone themselves with these new color shift paints. They're really pretty. This is the second one I've used. In the live stream that we did on Wednesday, I used the antique silver, which was wow. If you missed that, it's available for the replay. You can go check it out. When you guys are doing your teardrops, do you use the stylus? Or have any of you guys started to experiment with the fine line brush like I'm doing? I'm hooked. I felt bad about doing it at first. I thought, oh, you really need to use your stylus because that's what everyone does. And I realized, why are we doing things because everyone does? You don't have to. You can do whatever you want. I think the minute that I realized that this was my art and my rules, you know, that you don't really have to follow directions, you can actually make them up yourself. I think that's when I became infatuated. And, well, this dot's barely going to fit in there, y'all. When I realized that as long as, no matter what I do in this space right here, oh, I skipped. Whatever I do in this space right here, as long as I do it again in all of them, it's fine. Even if you mess up, just mess up some more. Does that make sense? I totally did forget one. That's okay. We can go back and get it. The question is, can we go back and get it without smearing this one? Because of where I put my hand, that's always a crapshoot, y'all. When I'm using the fine liner to drag these teardrops out and my swooshes and stuff, I swear it feels like I'm playing with the paint. Well, I know where all the extra rim from that one went. Well, Debbie's tried it, and Vicky is intimidated by the fine lines, or the fine liner on this. I was too. I really was. When I picked up the fine line brush, all I really wanted, it wasn't even, I wasn't worried about doing things like this. I was making kindness rocks. And I just wanted to be able to write on them nicely. And I didn't want to use a paint marker. I always felt like that wasn't the same. It didn't feel the same. And I don't know. I was determined. And so I just picked a little bitty old cheap fine liner. You guys have to know that I still have it. It's on my desk somewhere. And I just started making all sorts of kindness rocks. And that was my practice. So many so many goofy rocks went out with, maybe childish type handwriting on it. But I don't think it matters when it comes to um, kindness rocks. Anyway, I guess that was what, 5 years ago now. You can go back through my channel and see um, how long it's taken me. And the channel members, if you sign up for channel membership, you can see all of my very first videos. Y'all, I'm loving this mandala. This one is really pretty. It's always a surprise to me. I hardly, uh, I don't even know. This looks cool. Wait do you guys see Sunday's video? When this evening I've already started uploading it. Remember how I was nervous because of that? Anyway, this evening I will go and after this live video, I'll go and finalize everything and then I'll release it for early view for the channel members. And anyway, wait till you guys see it. It is so crazy. My favorite colors are in this one, if that gives you any hints. And it is wild. I can't get this bottom. There we go. Y'all, I think I actually did that without touching that swoosh. Getting a few little bubbles in here. I was trying to see if they would pop on their own. Do you see that little bubble? Bubble? Well, I think I just popped it with the paintbrush. Goodness. One more. I think when I'm done with this last teardrop, I'm not sure. I keep looking around like, what are you going to do next? Maybe just a little bit more paint on there. Well, that spot, I was a little off on those doodles. I could tell by where this is ending up. See how big a space I have in there? Are you guys um, amazed at how slow this is after watching the tutorials? When I first started and I was looking for some dotting tools, I went to YouTube and I typed in tools to make circles. And I had no idea. Seriously, y'all, I had no idea there were dotting tools. I was making mandalas. I didn't even know there was such a thing as a mandala. I was doing it with a paintbrush and I was kind of making blobs. And I thought one day, I wonder if. Anyway, I went on YouTube and I'm just rinsing my dotting tool. And I went on YouTube and when I found, oh my gosh, there was a whole world, y'all. Everything changed. But my point is I was watching someone do a swoosh at one point, and oh my gosh, I couldn't do it for anything. And I thought that the faster you went, maybe the pointier it got. It took me forever to realize that those videos were sped up. All right. I am thinking now, I think I'm going to take this guideline here, this ring in between these two, and I'm just going to put dots in. I think I'm going to leave this space in between black I think that's a really neat design. I'm trying to think if I want to use what size I want to use. On my last guidelines, I always knew what size to use. I was used to them. These are so new. I should probably remove that paint. I accidentally got a little bit on there. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I'm really scrubbing it off. And I think that is probably the biggest reason you should paint your canvases ahead of time so you have that luxury. If not, you would have just taken the paint off too. Okay, let me move these. All right, I'm going to come in with the 7. That's MM. This art has finally taught me how to use millimeters and centimeters. And all right, I'm going right beside the guideline. And I'm thinking, yeah, I should have tested that first. I was like, I think 2 will fit in there. Okay, I'm having a hard time seeing that because my hand's in the way. So I am gonna go this way with these. Making sure you guys can still see. I think so. The slower you do a swoosh, the more crooked it gets. That's true, actually. For me too. Oh, Diane, I'm glad you can see it. All right, I get sidetracked with the comments. I'm starting at the bottom and then going up. All right, I'm going just to the left or to the right of that guideline now. Now I should be in business. We can knock this row out pretty well. Okay, those just barely fit in there, y'all. That's going to be strategic there. So maybe try 6.5 if you're not real confident with your placement. Or just do what I do. Barely press. I think you can turn any size tool into 3 different sizes. If you just barely touch it, it'll be smaller than 7. If you really squish it down, it'll be bigger. So you have just a little bit of control. I like this. Do you guys think I should put anything between here and there? Or should I leave it black like that? Gosh, I'm so happy with these new paints. In that box that Kathy sent me, she also sent me a rose gold, just like my daughter had got me. So I have a lot of that. And she sent me the patina. It's like a patina shift. And I am super excited to try that one out. I think that was the one online when I looked online to see the 4 colors originally. That was the one I thought, wow, that one's really pretty. I've got to see it. And of course, the gold. I mean, that's no brainer. I had to have it. And is it not weird that when I went to the hobby store the other day, that they did not have gold or patina? It's almost like they knew that I was getting some in the mail. Like Kathy had already got it. Don't let her have it. Oh, this is when I get done with this row, I'm going to read y'all's comments or your, I guess it would be comments still, the chat. And I want you guys to tell me this weekend, because you guys are here for the live stream. If you're watching on the replay, I've probably already made up my mind on this, but since you guys are here and with me today, this weekend I am going to be painting a mandala for next week's tutorial. It'll be on for next Sunday. And if you guys want to pick out a color or two for me to consider to use, I will totally do it. So if there's something you're just dying to see or that you want to try, I'll try it. I think after this row, I'm going to probably do some more, I went too far, some more doodles around the edges to finish this off. Yeah, I do feel like the 6.5 would have been just spot on for this row of dots. You guys see how I'm swirling this tool to break the string of paint? Ooh, she's a tight squeeze there. I don't think I could have gotten any closer. Oh, let me see. You think it needs something. Debbie thinks it does need something. My mom says that she likes the black space. Steffi likes the black space. Lay said she would add something. But I'm a space filler. I am too. I never know when to stop. That's why I was kind of asking. I have been trying recently to just kind of chill just a little bit, like not every little inch needs something. And I'm also thinking of how long this video would be if I just kept on and kept on. Like, I don't know. I wonder if one day we should just I wish I could plan these, but I swear to y'all, as soon as I plan one, it'll come time and there'll be something. I'm telling you, the plumbing will go out, the air conditioning will go out, my car will be somewhere on the side of the road. Something will happen. I mean, it's just par for my course. And then there's so many times where I'm like, oh, I want to paint. I wish I would have, so I'm really happy with this. This is really cute. Seriously, that would be really cute all by itself. You could let it go, be very simple and elegant. Let me zoom back out just a little bit here, you guys. They say if I pull the camera really, really, really high up in the air and then zoom down, that supposedly my hands won't make it do that, but I'm not having great luck with it so far. All right, I'm just kind of looking at it right now and thinking what I want to do. And honestly, I don't know yet. So I'm going to go ahead and put little dots in between these while I think about it. I'm going to use this 1.5 and I'm going to put a dot on either side. Don't worry, it'll go kind of quickly because I'm going to cheat just a little bit. Let me see how far I can zoom down in here. I move the camera. I can't make up my mind for you guys. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the outside and then the inside. I'm going to do, it's kind of like walking the dots. I'll do 1 and then 2. And as long as you do that on every one, that one's a little smaller than that one, but that's okay. It'll be that way all the way around. And that just kind of saves you from having to go back and forth so much. I'm sorry. I think this would be such a beautiful center to like a great big mandala. Do you guys ever do that with these tutorials? Do you ever just take, like, you can do that with some of the rock painting tutorials that I do. You can take like a little 3-inch stone and turn it into the center of something bigger and then just go with it. I do that every once in a while. Okay, I think these little dots here are making a big difference. It's making it look so much more intricate. When I did the guidelines, I didn't put that last ring on there because it was right to the edge. I wish I would have now because it could have helped me over there. Oh, I almost forgot. I wasn't thinking that far in advance. Are you guys doing anything fun for the weekend? I am. It's called Not Much of Anything. I'm staying home. I'm putting together a garden shed and painting a video. Sorry, I was getting a drink. Karen, that's a good idea. If you can't decide on what to do, you just walk away type deal. Leave it overnight, let it dry, come back and look. Sometimes that's the best thing you can do, even if you don't do it overnight. Sometimes, like, I will stop here and I don't know, maybe go next door and see mom or something like that, and then come back and it's like you know exactly what to do. Hmm. It's like I kind of know what I want to do. I'm gonna do it. We'll see how it works. I think, yeah. All right, let's zoom out just a little bit here. I'm going to pick a pretty big um, dotting tool for this. Not quite as big as that. Maybe, how about Lucky 13? Let me see. I think that'll work. All right. So, trying to think where I want it. I think I'm going to go right up to these dots since I don't have any guidelines left. I am going to, well, I'll start up here where I can see what I'm doing. All right. Boy, I went right up on that dot. I think there's really something cool about having a square canvas and doing a mandala on it because it leaves an opportunity that a circle canvas wouldn't. Because instead of the way I see it, instead of like taking this, I'm going to put one of these dots in each corner and drag it out. You would think I would need to put one here, here, and here, and then worry about, but I don't. It's almost like, to me, the circle mandala is done. And so now I'm working on 4 corners. And as long as from here to here, all of this matches, then it's still technically a mandala. All right, I'm just going to drag this out, much like we did these little teardrops. I'm going to drag it out to the edge. I'm going to start in the center. Oh, that's so fun. I may need some more paint, but I kind of want it to be more of a Like, there's 2 different ways to do a teardrop. You could do it to where it's straight, or you can give it a little inwards curve. And what that'll do is I don't know, it just makes it more like, I guess it would be like a falling teardrop. It's easier to do it the other way, but if you can curve in just a little bit, there, my paintbrush finally did that splitting thing I was talking about. It's just really weird. Hmm. I'm gonna switch paintbrushes because I have this other one. Well, no, I'm not. I'm gonna go with it. I'm just gonna fight with it. Give me just a second. I got paint on my finger and I'm wiping it off. Okay. Let me get this before it dries. I'm trying to fix where that split. That looks okay, I think. I almost got away from you guys. Let me see here. Oh, bye, Debbie. I'm so glad she was here. She is just so cool, y'all. Really, really, I love Debbie. In my mind, it's just Debbie B. YouTube made a change not too long ago where it's like I learned names one way, and then now all I see is what I guess it's called your handle, that at. Like for me, it's either JaDeL Rocks or at JaDeL Rocks. It's the same thing. But like if you take Diane C, oh, you fixed yours, Diane. if uh, if I didn't know, I would just see the DCIN and I'm like, oh, who are you? You know, but and that has really messed me up with some people. I'm like, oh no, I do know who you are. I swear I do. Remind me of what name I used to see. Oh, wait. It's still blurring out, you guys. Let me come over. I guess you're just going to have to miss out on seeing my paint tray because it just seems like it's my hand doing it. There's not a whole lot going on over there. I've got the dotting tool that I'm using for this. I lay it down in the paint tray just right over the, oops, I slid the whole canvas. Let's see if I can wipe that up real quick before it dries. But I lay it over there. Yeah. And I just started doing this. I used to like every time I'll either hold 2 tools in my hand at a time, and then I used to just hold it with my mouth. And then I thought, it's probably not a good idea. I don't know what, the whole plastic thing. I'm trying to, that one's a little curvy. It's still blurring out for you guys. When I did my first live stream, it did that, and I went through all of the settings and help, and the only way to combat that using the program that I'm using is to just not use that. I'm using YouTube's live stream option. Apparently, there's some apps or services you can use to stream with. And if this does become a thing where we do it a whole lot, I'll invest in that. But I think this is good for me to learn first. Anyway, my point is that it would let me set the focus. Which would be fun. I'm used to doing it. I do it when I'm recording the regular videos. I'm trying to slide a little more paint over to this side. I may have to redot this one. I've gotten a lot of bubbles in it. These take me longer to do, but I just think they're so pretty that way, where they just kind of curve in like that instead of going straight. I just think that is so pretty, like it's sleek and sexy looking. I just think it's so cool. I'm kind of giggling now that I think a teardrop can look sexy in any form. I think I've been painting too long, y'all. Okay, I like that. All right, now I'm going to draw some. No, I'm not. I keep changing my mind. I need a little bit more paint. Can you guys believe I've already used that much paint? There's still enough left in here for quite a bit, but there's not enough for the whole thing. I'm going to add a little bit of that. Same thing I did earlier. I'm only adding 4 drops. Well, 5. Leigh, I think that's a good idea. My my mom knows Spanish pretty well, and my daughter is learning it super fast. I took 2 years of it in school, but I mean, I know the days of the week and some colors and, little things like that, but that's it. You tell your little cousins, I said hi and that painting is cool. Okay. I'm going to get out my watercolor pencil again and no, I'm not. I keep thinking I'm going to make doodle. I'm not ready for that yet. I am going to put on either side. I think I'm going to do just a few swooshes with my paintbrush. And then, oh, I can't make up my mind. Yeah. Okay, for sure. Let me adjust this so y'all can see and I'll get my hand out of the way. How bad is this for y'all when I do that? Is it making you dizzy or icky feeling? I seriously hate it when I'm watching something like that. Okay, I'm going to start right up at the top of this swoosh. I'm going to come over this way just a little bit so when I smush the paintbrush, it doesn't hit. And then I'm just kind of tracing that teardrop all the way down. That's cool. I think while I've got it, probably going to do 2 But see if I can do it from this angle. I doubt it. I need my hand up the other way. So I'll do all of the ones on the right and then I'll shift and do all of the ones on the left, just so that my hand goes the way that I'm most comfortable with. Like I can pull to the right and down fairly comfortably. But then if I was trying to go to the left and down, not so much. You may be just the opposite. If you're left-handed, I bet you really are. I had somebody one time ask me about being left-handed and what they should do, and I didn't really know. But I found another YouTuber that is left-handed, super good artist. So, all right, so now I'm going to pull this down and bring my hand up here. Because now I'm going to the right. Well, it's still kind of an awkward. One of these days I'll figure it out. It's like I figured it out before, but I never remember. Like, what was the most comfortable way to do that? You know? That looks okay. Not as round as I want it, but I'm worried to fix it because I think sometimes I'll make it worse than it was. I'm going to try going at it from the side now and seeing if that's better. No, I can already tell that it's not. Okay. I'm doing the left side a whole lot more curvy. I'm going to come in and see if I can make that just a little bit thicker there. Yeah. The same thing. I'm not having enough paint. Let me try this again. We're going to get through it. One more. I feel like we're doing a workout and I'm like, come on guys, we're going to get through it. Just one more, one more. You can do it. Hang tough. Steady. See how I run out of paint so much faster on this? I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I'm leaving it all up there, I think. I'm trying to slow down. At this point, I'm just painting this one in. Not a whole lot of swooshing going on. Okay. Now I'm ready to get that watercolor pencil out and do a couple of doodles. See how that goes. All right. I'm going to pull this way back. I think it's kind of funny that I put the tool thing here for people watching it on the replay, but then I end up zooming in where you can't really see it anyway. We'll figure it out. Okay. So what I'm thinking about doing, I want it to look kind of intricate, but I'm just looking at this square here, this side, and I want it to kind of all go that way. Maybe some of the little swirlies or something. Now, if you're doing this, I'm gonna switch pencils because I broke the tip on that one. If you're doing this, don't touch your wet paint. I'm rushing it. I would love to tell you it's because it's a live stream, but it's not. I would do it this way anyway. So as far as little swirls are concerned, I'm going to come down to the bottom here. I think I'll use this distance between here and here. I'll start. I guess I'm just kind of pretending that there's another line there and going in the middle. And then I am going to swirl around like that. And then come down, but I'm going to stop short. Because I have just, yeah, that is it. I think that'll look good. I could be crazy. Because my idea is to take this point later and come back this way. But I won't go any further than one mark at a time. Because if I want to be symmetrical with these, it's like you have to take it what I call little bitty. You know, if I made like a whole big crazy design over here, there's no way I'm going to be able to duplicate it. So I just go little bitty. I'll do the same thing over here. Oh, this space is smaller, but that's okay. And I'll start, see, I'm going from here to there. I'm just trying to duplicate that, but in mirror image. So I'm following my swoosh, and I'm coming up, and I'm going around. That's close. There we go. Now I'll do that on all four corners. I think these swooshes are, or swirls are bigger, so make that just a little bigger. Make that just a little bigger. Just remember that all you're doing with this watercolor pencil is you're just making like some more guidelines. Just because they're there doesn't mean you have to follow them with your paintbrush. There's so many times I'll be like, oh, that doesn't look right, and then I'll go off another way. Actually, that one came out decent. All right. We'll come back to where we started. So my original idea, I'm so scared I'm going to touch that paint. I want to take this and follow the edge of the canvas. Like I'm trying to be as straight as I can. And then I'm just going to go out about that size over and come in and do another swirl. Well, that's neat. Same thing over here. My hand is on the edge of my desk, so I'm trying really hard not to. Now this one will come in. Yeah, that's going to look neat. See how it just makes like a fancy little corner? I don't know. That's how it turned out. Seriously, it is. I never know what I'm going to get. I never know. I don't know. I think that's what I like about this art is it still surprises me. It's always, oh, it's just fun. I love it so much. I'm definitely in the right place, doing the right thing because I just literally love it. Oh, this is going to look so neat. Do you guys start? Are you seeing it? I don't know. I keep forgetting. I'm so sorry. I'm not reading the chat. Oh, hi, Sharon. I knew what you meant. Okay, I was kind of seeing it too. I'm not even gonna lie, but I think it'll go away. There's so many times that I see things like that, and I'm like, ugh. I think it's because our bodies are symmetrical too. That's the best thing I can figure. But I'm always seeing faces, I see body parts, I see monsters and critters and all sorts of stuff. when the other day or a couple of weeks ago, whenever I did that peacock mandala, all I could see in it, am I going the right way? Yeah. All I could see in it was a schnauzer face. I'll show you. I sent it to my mom. She used to have a schnauzer. And she was telling me how she saw something in that. And I said, well, let me one up you. I see a schnauzer. Yep. Okay, we're almost done with this. I'm doing it again. I'm thinking, oh, hurry up. Nobody wants to see you sit here drawing the same thing over and over again. I'm so used to editing these videos where I can make it where you only see a little bit at a time, but I can also see how much time we've already been on here. So those of you that are still hanging with me, thank you. That's so cool. Y'all, I didn't even know my microphone was muted. I coughed a while ago and I muted the microphone and I'm sitting here like blah, blah, blah. Nothing's happening. At least I know the mute button works, right? I love painting these fine lines like this. I really do. It's so relaxing for me. Even when, like back when I first started with the fine liner, I mean, I truly was not good at these fine lines at all. I'm a little more confident now, but I was still very relaxed doing it, even though I messed up a whole bunch. I just had like the confidence knowing that I could go back with the black and fix any mistakes. It's just not permanent. I really like that. I'll do that one. Well, that'll be the one I finish with because I do that all the time. I'm a start on the right instead of the left. I always do one side better than the other. Oh, thank you, R. How do you say your name? Is it? I'm just going to say R for now. But thank you for saying that. I think sometimes that's hard to believe, you know, that anybody would want to sit here and it's just a I don't know, confidence thing maybe. I don't know. But I guess that is true. No one's forcing, right? I thank you guys for that too. It's so super kind of you to come and spend so much time with me. It really does make me feel good. Like it makes me feel like I'm a part of something, like I fit in, and I don't know. It just makes me feel like like I have friends out there. You guys give me, and I appreciate it. I appreciate finding people that of like minds who understand me, who get my quirks and all that. You guys seem to get me. I hope I get you too. I feel like I do. So many of y'all have become friends, and I love that so much. So thank you. I don't think I say thank you enough. Okay, this is looking really cool, y'all. Maybe when it's done, it'll look like I spent 5 hours doing it. And then people will say, "How did you do that so quickly?" And then we'll think of this conversation like, "What?" Gosh, I hope you can see past my hand. I think you can. Sharon, I'm so glad you like seeing the whole process. Paint does fix everything, Diane. It really does. I used to get so frustrated when I first started painting technical mandalas. And then I realized that it was just silly to get frustrated because the only thing you're going to mess up, honestly, is your time. You know, if you mess up something, it's going to take you a little longer to fix it. But there's not a thing on here that you just can't fix. Even if you have to just wash the whole thing down or paint over it or whatever. And when you guys realize that um, you're your own artist, you're the person who makes up the mandala, and nothing you do on your canvas is wrong, is so cool. I think it took me a long time to figure that, and maybe I'm still trying to figure that out to some extent. Because I mean, it's just here recently that I've really picked up my fine liner. I'm having a hard time seeing the line I'm trying to follow. Anyway, that I picked up the fine liner and decided that I could use it more. I don't know. I think I thought it would not be interesting, maybe. I don't know. I guess because I don't see a whole lot of people using a fine liner in their mandala art. But in all fairness, I haven't really gone looking either. I try really hard not to look at what others are doing or at other people's art for so many reasons. But ah, this is so pretty. I'm just noticing right now how this is drying. I don't think you can see that on the camera what I'm seeing, but it's actually it's getting a little more reflective, metallic. Um, the more it dries, it's getting a little even prettier. And I'm starting to see that flash without holding it a certain way. Who are you? Are you talking to me, Steffi? My name's getting popular in the community. I don't know. I don't hear. I hear so many people come in like, "Who are you?" I've got such a good little community right here, and I don't know. I just adore it. Steffi, I'm glad you said that. That many of you seek out painting live from start to finish. If you don't mind, would you type in or send me a message if you don't want to, but why that is? What do you get from this live video that you might not get from a tutorial? I think when I first started making tutorials, I showed the entire thing. I just sped it up a little bit and cut out all the spaces in between. You know, maybe where I was cleaning my tool or something like that. Or maybe I was just sitting there kind of staring at it. But it seemed like all the feedback I kept getting was speed it up, quit dilly-dallying, you know? Or if you look at the metrics on YouTube, it will tell you that, you know, people quit watching here, they fast forwarded there. There's so much that I can see. And you know, you try to take the cues. Oh, Steffi, that was sweet. She said your art is loved and you teach very well. Thank you. Mom, if you're still watching this live stream, will you take note that someone said I explain things very well? My mom always looks at me sometimes like I have three heads when I'm trying to tell her something, and she just looks at me like, "What is wrong with you? I don't know what you." Oh, and I always tell her that it's her. We are opposites in so many ways, and then like the exact same in so many other ways. I'm on this last little swirl here, and I can't figure out how to put my hand right. Of course, I messed it up. Hey, when I'm doing these little swirls like this, I always tend to put little dots on them. I was sitting here thinking I want to do that. And on that peacock video, I did dot them, but I thought they looked really cool without the dots too. Do you guys ever leave them just like this? I'm gonna dot them. It's just not in me to let it go. Hi, Mom. Y'all, how cool is my mom? First, she's next door and she's sitting there, and I happen to know that she has been here since the beginning, and she does not even do these mandalas. I got such a cool mom. Okay. Now I am going to go ahead and put a little dot on the end of each one of these. I am loving this. I think actually I know exactly how I'm going to finish. Before I do these little dots, I am going to put a dot in each of these edges here. Yeah, I think I'm figuring out how to do this camera. I think I just need to scoot the whole scene up a little bit next time. Y'all, pretty soon you're gonna see that you're gonna say JaDeL's doing a live stream, and I'm gonna go watch it because she's got it going on. But then there'll be all of you guys that are here today. I'll be like, remember how she couldn't figure out this and that and that and this? I think I'm gonna use a 7 to do this. I think that's about right. That'll give us a lot of grace here. It'll fit in real well. Yeah. I can see it in the camera. I think this is so pretty. Is it weird that I do that, you guys? Where I'm like, oh, it's so pretty. I don't want to come off, you know, like some people do. But I just love it so much. Trust me, you though. There have been some of these that I've done that I'm just like, that ain't it. If you guys are just joining, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, I want to see how many likes that I can get, not because I'm one of those people that just needs a like. I'm trying to send a message to the algorithm so that they will start sharing my videos a little bit more. Apparently, that's a thing. If it's not a thing, we'll find out. All right, I'm going to use the 4, and I am going to put a little dot on each side. I'm trying to think where. I think I'm going to put it closer to the top. Ugh, this is so fun. See, this works out so well for me doing these live videos because if I was sitting here on my own doing this, I 90% of the time would not go and make a video on this because I don't like doing the same mandala twice. And if I do, it's always going to be a little different. But so this way, it's like I get to share it with y'all and I get to play. And I am loving this. We have a channel member, a newer channel member, Allie. She's been doing a lot of art and I've been sharing it in the community, on the community page. I have a feeling she's really going to like this one. She said she likes the, like where it's 4, I'm trying to think how to say that. Like there's 4 things going on in the corner and then 4 things going on in between. I wonder if there's a name for that. Mom, meet Diane. Diane, meet Mom. You guys have fun with that football chat. You guys, they're so crazy. My mom and Diane C have fun poking at each other over football teams through me, of course. I relay all of these messages. And if you're watching this on the replay, there is a setting somewhere because I'm not going to edit this. There's a setting somewhere where you can read the live chat. Oh, y'all, I rinsed my dotting tool. I was going to use the same 4 to do these dots. I'm saying it must not have been meant to be. So I'm going to go with a 3, which is a little bit smaller. I just thought to go back and see what Steffi wrote. Oh, that is true, Steffi. You could totally ask questions while you're, gosh, you're not wrong. That would have been so nice when I first started. I don't even know if there were live videos. Surely there were. I just didn't know it. I didn't know a lot about YouTube at all. Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah, maybe if I could have asked questions, I would have known that my swoosh didn't need to be 90 miles an hour. I feel so naive still to this day that I never really caught on to the fact that, the videos are sped up so much. I get it. I mean, especially now in the day of everyone's attention span seems so much shorter now that we have like the short videos and things like that. You want to see what you want to see and you want to be done. But oh boy, I didn't know it. There's so much about this art to learn. There's so many variables to it. I am absolutely positive that no matter how long I paint mandalas, I'll never master it. And I don't ruin it for me if you think so, because I think that's why I like it so much. Every time it's a challenge. Y'all, that's so pretty. I like this. I'm gonna hold it up just a little bit so I can see it. Hopefully I won't mess it up. I want to see it from my point. Ooh, that is so nice. Are y'all seeing that shift color yet? Let me go real slow. I don't know which way you see it. When it's laying flat on the desk from my view, I can see it, so maybe I need to. Oh, I don't know. It is so pretty. Well, holy moly, look who just walked in the door. It is Kat. Hi, Kat. Y'all, Kat has been around since the beginning of time, bless her heart. I think she was one of the first people that I met on, we meet on YouTube or Facebook. I don't remember, but I'm so glad you're here. Oh, Diane, I hate you have to leave, but I get it. And I'm so happy that you stuck with me this long. Thank you so, 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 so much. See what you did, Mom? You made Diane leave. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I like that, Sharon. That makes a lot of sense. She said that watching in real time is is helpful. Oh, it's not fast food. I love that so much. That's so cool. All right. Do you guys think I should do anything else or should I let it be? Oh, I'm thinking if we leave it right here, I am going to go ahead and sign it. I'm thinking if we leave it right here, this might possibly be a good. Mm, I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Should I leave it? I kind of want to leave it. I think it's really pretty. Yeah, I'm going to leave it. I am going to sign it. Oh, I was like, what in the world is wrong with my paintbrush? I grabbed a different one than I'm used to. Sometimes I think you break them in. I don't know how to explain that. Okay. Where should I sign it at? Oh, wait. I don't want to be done just yet. I had one little idea and I totally forgot about it. It's just a little bitty walk in the dots that I wanted to do between these. And I'm going to use a 1.5 stylus. I just think it's going to be, I think it's going to make it look more delicate. I'm going to start all the way up here by this one. I'm getting a good bit of paint on here, like a good bit. All right, let me see if I can zoom down a little bit for you here. And I'm going to start way up there and see if I can walk it all the way. Yes, that's what I want. Oh, it might not fit in over here, huh? Oh, yeah, I think that's pretty. I'm trying to leave some pretty good spaces there. I think this might be somewhat of a good beginner's project. I think the doodles in the middle might be a little more difficult, but with this, oh, there's something in my paint. Well, that explains so much. Um, I think with this being slow and real time, that if somebody was interested in learning how to do the doodles and the fine lines and things like this, that watching it like this in this speed would be probably the most helpful thing you could do. I remember when I was trying to learn to use that um, fine liner, I did go searching for videos because I wasn't getting it. And there is a video that explained all about the fine liner and kind of just how to make simple lines and stuff, but it wasn't for our art. It was just for art in general. I got to move this just a little bit. It's too far up there for me. And I am, yeah, we need more videos on this fine liner, especially in our art. I'm not sure it's a popular thing yet, but if I have anything to do with it, you know? Oh, these dots are really adding something to it. Plus, it's fun. Don't you guys love walking the dots? I had a long way to go on that one. I think I'm going to wait on this one. I think that's a good place to put my little signature. So I'm going to do that just right in the middle. You'll see why in a minute. I like to kind of hide them in there a little bit. Woo! I'm doing that super tiny. Can you see it? That's what it was that I went to learn because I wanted to write on the... So I've literally just got the tiniest amount of paint on my brush. This might be too small. I'm trying to do it as small as those walking the dots so that it'll blend in when I'm done. Well, I mean, not all the way, but it won't just scream at you like, hey, something's wrong in that corner. I don't like it when your signature takes away. I'm also going to sign this on the back, and I'll put the little YouTube number. I think this will end up being 330. What was the one we did the other day? We did this one, and it ended up being 334. So it'll be, well, it'll look like this on the back, except for it'll be 335. All right. Now I'm going to get that dotting tool back out, the 1.5, and we'll pretend that we're walking dots again. Okay. Let me show you what I'm going to do. I need a little piece of paper, a little scrap piece of paper. I got my trash can, seriously. Okay. So I've got a piece of paper. All right. I'm going to put my first dot right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll just keep going. That gets them back to the size. You see what I did? So it kind of looks, it's not perfect, but I think it's fun to do. Okay. What do you guys think? Let me zoom back out here and give you a good look at it. Oh my goodness. You guys, would you look at this? Now, when we're done, I am going to I'll let it dry really well. And what I'll do is I'll wipe away all of the guidelines that we put in. Once it's really good and dry, I will just get a towel and I will just wipe it down. But these are dry, so you can see how easy that watercolor pencil and those guidelines come off. Like super easy. And that to me is one of the, like I always say, I cannot wait to get the guidelines off because I like to see it good and crisp. And what I'll do after it's dry, I'll do that today. And then I'll take a really pretty picture of it and I'll make a new thumbnail for this live video. And you guys can go and see that thumbnail. I'll also list this over on my eBay page in my shop too, so you can see the finished. What I'll do is remove all of those guidelines and then I'm gonna seal it with a Mod Podge matte sealer. There we go. I'm trying to get it to where y'all can see everything. I think I have, it's that yellow bottle that looks like that. I'll go ahead and take it outside and spray it. Once everything's good and dry, guidelines are gone, I'll sign the back, and then I'll list it in my eBay shop, and I'll change the thumbnail for you guys so you can see it. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, Amy, I'm so glad this helps you. Yeah, it is so much slower than everybody thinks. Oh, Kat, it was on YouTube. Oh my goodness, you guys. I am so thankful that you're here. If you haven't hit the like button already, would you mind hitting it for me? That really does help. Leave me a comment down below of this when this video comes out and it's a replay. I'm saying if you're watching, I'm trying to say this right. If you're watching this on the replay, I want you to leave me a comment on what I could do to make this tutorial better for you on the replay. And for those of you that are watching it live, will you tell me right now? What can I do to make this any better other than in my opinion, so far, the only problem is trying to make sure the camera is in focus. I'm still struggling with that, but I don't have a lot of control over it. So, let me know, and if you have any, questions at all, go ahead and ask them to me. I'm loving these comments, you guys. What does it mean? Hey, Puffin Stuff. On your comment, there is a little mark, and I've been seeing it. It's right before the word beautiful, which thank you. Do you have any idea what that mark is? I'm wondering if it wasn't an emoji that just didn't come out or something. I've seen it a few times in the chat. Oh, thank you, Sharon. You have a wonderful day too. Thank you for coming. I am so excited. You guys, check out my shop, check out channel memberships, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all of those awesome things that help me out. And I hope to do this again. I would love to do this again. Be watching my page, hit the notification bell. I have a feeling this is really going to be a thing for me, probably Monday through Friday. I have the opportunity, I can turn this on from anytime from 8 a.m. Central Standard Time all the way to about noon. And then the window kind of closes for me. But if yeah, you guys hit that notification bell and then check your phone or your iPad and make sure that you have notifications enabled for YouTube because hitting the bell isn't enough. You can tell YouTube to notify you, but YouTube can't notify you if your phone says no. Let me see. Kat says, I'm thinking about the color on your nails. Isn't there? Okay. So, this is where I painted my nails the other day, and I will tell y'all just real quick, I'll even link it in the description. This is the nail color, and it's called Flower Child, and it's from ILNP, which is I Love Nail Polish, I believe. I love this, I love this, I love this, and go get you some. We can all wear it. We'll be little fingernail friends. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off for the people that are watching it on the replay, and you guys go ahead and go over to the community page. If you do this project, I want to see a copy of your art. I want you to go leave me lots of pictures of your art that was inspired by one of my tutorials, and let's take the party over there to the community page. And until I see you again, I hope you know what to do. Rock on.